bang your fucking wife.
Did you get that? Excellent. Because that's the way we should open.
Gonna bang your
bang
wife.
your girlfriend.
Monty, I will be banging your wife. Well,
Yeah, good save. Megan's going to listen to this and be like,
Hello.
you fucking what?
So anyway,
Welcome back to Monty's podcast. Very special guest, Sarah Chippindale.
Thanks, boys.
No, thank you.
Thanks for having me. Again.
Someone's trying to ring me now.
Yeah, I've had a few. They keep coming
Fucking
in.
Harry.
Maybe it's Harry Fong.
Or is it Danny Lawrence?
What was the number?
Who's supposed to be here.
No, that's not it.
No. Anyway,
Spewing. Harry Fong.
we don't need to rehash that one.
No.
No. But thanks for having me back.
No.
Yeah, that's all right. Well, last time you were on, it was probably a year ago.
Was it
Gala.
Gala? Yeah.
Gala.
Yeah.
Which sadly hasn't gone ahead this year.
Which I'm pretty sure we didn't have
No.
to mute any audio out, but we did have to bleep out your tits.
Oh, shouldn't have bleeped that. That's good you didn't have to beep audio out.
Well, we
Yeah.
don't beep any audio out.
Yeah, that's fair. On my own podcast, it's
It was
my
just
wife's
the tassel
editing
tits
it every
flying
second.
around.
I'm going to get them out again.
Yeah, but so welcome back.
Thank you. Miss you both. Congrats, Monty.
She's talking to me.
I know,
Yeah.
well, not me.
Thank
Finally
you.
got a ring on it, dolls.
We've already set the date.
He's had a ring
as
on
you
it
know,
heaps
in the
of
wedding
times.
world, if you don't fucking make a plan, some other
Got to happen.
lovely couple will book in the stair. Wow, that was close. Happy for you.
Some
But can I have
other-
a fucking go?
Sorry, I got a text message from the number that just called, and I was going to read it out, but I don't want to because...
We're reading it out now.
No, we're definitely not.
Okay.
Because the person might know immediately. But, like, what do you reckon the chances of me replying to that are? It's an inquiry for a job, but one, they've rung, so there's the first problem.
And they're
And
See ya.
two, anyway.
Bye.
really great content. Really
Yeah.
filling
Really.
in the gaps
Anyway,
for
so
everyone
anyway,
that
the
doesn't
This
lesson
know
started
there
what's
off
is,
really
going on.
well.
if you'd like to book me, don't ring me. There's a perfectly good contact form on my website that I'd love you to fill in and send to me, and I'll get back to you as soon as you can. But if you ring me, I will think you're a psychopath, and I will call the
I
police.
do have to apologise, actually, because when I get an inquiry I can't do, and
Send them to him.
I often send them to Kingy because, it's...
Feel sorry for
We're
him.
interchangeable. We're brothers.
That's
obviously.
right. Brothers, same
you know.
name.
But I do say that he books up very quick, so your best chance is to call him immediately. And if he doesn't answer,
And then he
keep
laughs
calling.
as he hangs up. If he doesn't answer the first time, he should call back again immediately.
Yeah.
Keep ringing him.
Just keep ringing until he answers.
He loves answering. You ring me sometimes.
I do. You get a pass.
I
He
do
likes
get
to
a
be in
pass,
control
'cause
of
I'm
the
sick.
phone calls.
You're
Yeah.
very kind. You actually do ring me.
Yeah, I ring you. I ring him.
Yeah.
Imagine if it was the olden days, where they had the switchboard and someone was pulling wires out, plugging and
Yeah.
connecting. You would just go down there and gutter stomp anyone
Yeah.
that was
Just
calling through to
pull
your
them out of
house.
the wall.
Stop ringing. I didn't know you were
There'd
bad
be
on
a
your phone.
chastity belt over Monty King's fucking phone
Yeah,
hole.
do not put your plug in my hole. So we got you here because we love you, but we also got you here to talk about, what are we going to talk about? Your spokesperson's not here, so you're going to
I
have
know.
to do all
I
the
have
talking.
to actually. Last time I spoke about this, I said the wrong date.
Oh, good. I don't even know
I'm
what the
very
date is.
good.
I'll
As long
have
as
to look it up.
As long as you get the
Sunday,
month right, mate.
the 25th of May.
Is that
Let's
correct?
check. I think so.
What is it?
Well, that's certainly a Sunday.
Okay, 25th of
That's
May,
it.
Sunday.
It's already.
Yep.
Look, it's in my calendar.
Oh, love you. Are you coming?
Sarah Chip, May 50. Is that?
May
Yep, that's it.
25.
May 25.
Yes.
Yep, you'll be there.
You're going to walk 50 Ks?
I'm not walking 50 Ks.
Easy.
That's more than
I
a
think I'm
marathon.
going to.
Are you going to try it and do
I
the whole
think so.
thing?
I'm not going to run. I'm
I
not
love
fucking. I'm not an
you.
absolute maniac, but I might.
Where's the
walk it.
50 Ks from?
It's
So
like
we've
just
got the
circuit.
Queen's Wharf for the day,
like
or
break
the
wall,
morning.
break wall, round to Carrow, back,
yeah.
which is about 10,
Yeah.
I think.
Yeah, I think it's
Or
7.
5 or 10 or
I
something.
think it's 7 per lap.
Yeah.
And Danny Lawrence is doing 50 in one day. He's going to try and run and hopefully raise 50 grand, which is a long shot. Last year, the biggest
Really
amount-
optimistic vibes coming
I
from Chip
know.
there. No, it's a
Well-
long shot.
Well, I'm doing it, but
50
I've
Ks.
forgotten to join the team and do the link thing, which
well,
I'll do it today.
You got 2 days or
I'll
3
do it
days
today.
until the first.
And then you people out there, I'll put the link somewhere and you can
Yep.
see.
so okay, I
And they
understand.
sponsor
you.
us.
You either you try and run 50 Ks in May, or you can be a lazy cunt and just do it all in one day.
I don't know if that's
I
lazy
don't know
or...
if lazy.
Yeah, but I'm with you.
I would
you.
suggest that doing like 3 Ks
2
a
a
day
day.
is
Yeah.
like the easy way of doing
Yeah.
it.
Danny, come on, mate. Do
Mate,
3
what a
Ks a
wank.
day. Save
He's gonna-
yourself
Well,
that.
the whole point is to try and just... He's
Yeah.
like, I'm going to go to town.
But if no one else is going to walk the 50, then I'm not walking the 50 because
He'll
I'm not
go,
running.
he's gonna
I'm not
do
running.
it.
Yeah, but he's going to run.
I'll walk some
He'll
with
be
you.
finished fucking 5 years before me.
We can just go all day.
If someone else out there is going to do it,
I'll
I'm
do it
going
with
to walk
you.
it. You can't walk 50
No, I
k's,
can't
you
walk
maniac.
5, but I'll
It's not-
try.
Well, there's a pub at either end, isn't there?
Well,
no,
yeah.
we've got the pub in the middle, so it's back and drink, 7 of that.
Drink.
Yeah.
All
drink,
that?
Drink.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Anyway, we'll see what
But it all
happens.
started when I had my relapse last year. Denny rang me and he said, "What can I do?"
Of MS, not
Of MS.
alcoholism.
Not of alcoholism. No, definitely. I don't even
Drink.
I wish I drank. It'd be more fun if I
It's
drank.
pretty fun.
Yeah, I should start. I might take
I
it
like
up.
it.
Might take it up on the day. I might need to take it up on the day. Rang me and he said, "What can I do for you?" And I was like, honestly, nothing. And I was like, I need a pump for my infusion and I need cure for MS. I kind of said it as a joke. I definitely said it as a joke. I was like, that's not going to happen. Anyway, he was like, I'm going to do it. And I was like, no. Anyway, he works for a company that sells medical equipment.
Right.
I didn't actually know this.
I didn't know that part
I didn't know that.
Anyway.
I gaslit myself into thinking I might have known that and set the conversation up because I was like, I've married him. I know his employment details. I also am a friend and knew what he did. Didn't realise he did that.
I couldn't tell you any of the people that I've married.
What they
if you
do.
said,
But
what
friends.
does this person do? I'd be like, fucked if I know.
Neither, but when they're your friends, you do, right? I was his
Maybe.
friend for a long time.
Yeah, most of my friends work in the wedding industry.
Yeah, fair.
I am about to go through all of my old NIMs to find who's a tradie to get some renos done.
Do you say Nim or Noim?
I just can't get around the NIM thing. Always know him.
No. You're the only
How do you
person
say
I know
NIM?
that says
Like,
Nim.
I don't get it.
Why do you just ignore
Because
the O?
ov's not a real word.
It's a notice of intended marriage. Yeah.
Yep.
But, most people say Noim because that's the letters.
Know him.
Oh, mate, he just goes, no, fuck that.
It's just
I'm
Sorry,
cutting one
that-
out.
cut one out.
I'm going to go through the NOIMs.
No one
Noim.
says no one says no one was suggesting that.
It's the,
It's
you
not
just
the
left
TAB.
the O out.
I'm fucking 30 and still
I'll
haven't
find you a
learned how
builder.
to speak
Back
properly.
to the
I've got a builder
pump
for you.
So Danny's going to get you a pump.
Yeah, I said. Anyway, and he
Also
ended
the
up.
medical equipment.
Yeah, medical equipment for 15 years at John Hunter having infusions every month, and then I
That's
was
what
like,
you've been doing.
yeah,
Fucking hell.
They pushed it back over COVID to like 6 weekly, but then they think that could have caused a relapse. I also changed from infusion to needles, and I was like, I think that's what caused the relapse. But anyway, that's another story. But
So back to infusions. Back to 4 weeks.
Yep, back to 4 weekly, and I was like, I just don't have it in me to be going to the John Hunter again. You sit there in a room full of sick people, some, a lot with MS, not well. I was like, I can't do this. And my doctor had said they'd sign off for it, but they didn't have a medical equipment at home at the GP. So then Denny's like, I'm going to get you one. I'm like, no, like they're so expensive. And all of you, or a lot of you, I know we're very cheeky, and he put a little thing up.
Moving on.
I know he doesn't want the attention on him. You're a very
What was
nice
it
person.
worth, the pump?
I'd say they're like a few grand at least. I'd say. So I don't actually know. I didn't know any of this was happening in the background, but he got me a infusion pole. So now I've actually just come from my GP now.
Isn't that what you call your dick, an infusion pole?
Better one than mine. Can it fix me?
Full of vitamin D.
Well played. So yeah, now I can go to have my infusion at my GP instead of the
I thought
hospital.
you did it at home.
No, that would be better. And of course, my wife's a nurse, so that would make even more sense. But they
That
won't
would
let
be
me.
better, Danny.
right.
Get
Very
a one for
high
home.
end.
Well,
I know.
I actually thought it was for home.
Yeah.
No, I wish it was.
But
Yeah.
was it just live at the GP's?
Just lives at the GP.
Yeah, cool.
I'm like, everyone else can use it. They're like, no, this is just yours.
Yeah.
Oh, so it's not like other people.
No,
No.
just me.
No, it's hers.
And my GP are amazing. They have signed off and gone to town to get this happening
Yeah.
because it's not many people have it from doing it this way. It's usually in the big hospitals. But yeah, so it's 2 minutes down the road.
That's so good.
There this
And
morning.
you've been this morning, yeah?
Been this morning. Full of vitamin dick.
I doubt that.
Thai Sabri.
Yeah.
Every time I get there, I'm like, can I just drink it? It's like this big little
I think
vial.
I'm more likely to get vitamin dick than you.
Vitamin dick. So yeah, that was the first thing, and he's like sorting me out with that, and he did. A lot of you in the wedding industry, thank you. I know, and I also know a lot of you weren't aware of it either, so thank you to you as well. And I said this when we had that big girls trip. A lot of the girls I knew wouldn't have known, but would have put in if they had the choice or had have known. So I thank everyone, all of you, because I know everyone would have done something, which I love you all. And then
No, fuck those people that didn't do anything.
yeah, I should have known. And then his other thing was like, let's try and get you a cure. So he said, I'm going to do 50 Ks in one day. He's going to die doing it, and he's pretty aware of that. But he's trying his best to get there. It's going to like.
I'll walk
you.
if someone else walks with me. I'll fucking walk the 50.
Timberlina.
I'll do it with you.
All right.
Do 50.
Gentleman's handshake.
Do it. I want to see it.
Isn't that where we dock each other?
I think so.
Dick slap. So
small lad break.
Yeah, it's one of those like breakdown in transmission. Yeah.
Poor Lincoln.
So yeah, 50Ks, 25th of May. We're going to do it in one belt.
Newcastle, down at the brewery, or not? Is it the brewery? The Queen's Wharf.
Yeah, Queen's Wharf Brewery.
So they're very kindly letting us have their little place for the day. Anyone can come and go as they want. Some people have weddings in the Arvo, so I think they're going to come, like wedding industry people. Everyone can join the team. You raise whatever you can. That money all goes into, I think it's called Chippy's Champions, and then that's our pod of money.
And so we'll make sure we get on the team today. And you heard it here first, folks. We're both doing it.
We are.
We'll throw a link up. Put that in the show notes, will you please,
now.
Lincoln?
That's a big...
Yeah, and people out there, we want you to sponsor us, get money towards curing MS.
Be pretty good.
May 50K for chops. Chips.
I can be chops. I hopeful, but I don't know. In my heart, I don't feel like we will have a cure this year. Or not this year, definitely not this year.
Is it something that's close, they say?
I don't think so. It's like someone mentioned, like it's similar to diabetes the other day in the sense of it's so...
You know what you need? You need a Magic Johnson.
What's that?
Or a Michael J. Fox.
A magic dick.
That's what I was going through.
Well, because Magic Johnson got AIDS like fucking when it was like a death sentence. Yeah. But he's got cajillions.
So we need to like...
And he's healthier than me now.
So he's cured.
And AIDS is essentially, like it's not cured, but like it's not a fucking death sentence.
There's drugs to stop you getting it. And if
drugs
you get
to stop you getting
drugs to stop you dying.
Yeah. So, and that was... And like I was taking the piss there, but like genuinely like... Oh, I shouldn't have said Michael J. Fox. That was the wrong person. Cut that out. He's got Parkinson's, not AIDS.
Back to the future.
Back to Magic Johnson.
Back to Michael Jackson.
Magic Johnson, like he was banging like 10 chicks a day, and everyone was like, he got it, and everyone was like, yeah, well, obviously, because you're just like a mad rooter. But like I'm sure he's been sick a day in his life, but like now, it's like, have you seen the clip of Shaq and Marlon Wayans, and they're talking about Magic Johnson and like the AIDS, and Marlon Wayans goes, I want some of that. What sort of I want that AIDS Magic has got. What has he got? Financial AIDS? That motherfucker's got more money than anything. He's still alive. Like, but that's jokes aside. Like a huge profile person who's raising like cajillions of dollars
that
they're pumping into it. Like that's obviously made a huge
J.K.
difference to
Rowling.
that research.
I know J.K. Rowling's mum has MS.
Ooh,
she's a homophobe.
I probably wouldn't.
I don't like me cut her. She's a dick.
Yeah.
She hate her. I know, but I
was
like
gonna say
if she's funding it, you ain't getting shit.
No,
Sorry to say.
I was going to say I wouldn't be pulling her.
You've licked one too many pussies for her liking.
Yeah.
One too many pussies for J.K. Rowling.
Yeah, you're wearing pants. I don't think she likes women wearing pants.
No, she doesn't. Yeah, no, she sucks, doesn't she? But that's one big dog that is
Harry Potter and the transphobic cunt. That's the newest, the latest film coming out. Yeah.
Well, back to... Okay, I shouldn't have mentioned her. She's all funding revoked.
No, that's fine.
I'll be dead next week if it's up to her.
Yeah, probably. She's got this big check written out. Then she's like, oh, have you heard about this girl in Australia?
Rip that bad boy up. Yeah. Well, we need someone else that's full of money.
Yeah, but genuinely, like that's, like AIDS research, massive name, pumping
which is good.
Millions and millions and millions of dollars. Like you don't even hear about it anymore.
Yeah.
No, I'll make Monty.
MS, explain it. What is it?
Oh.
Isn't it scarring on the...
Best way I was explained, think of like this cord here.
Yeah.
The black stuff around it keeps the wires safe. That's what our nerves in our body are like.
Yeah.
So say you have the flu or you cut yourself, your immune system will go and fix it. So for whatever reason, our immunity thinks that black stuff is a problem.
Yeah.
So it'll go and attack it. So when it's attacked, and obviously the nerves aren't going to work.
It leaves a scar or something.
Yeah, it leaves scarring. So that's how it was explained.
So any injury can then become a massive thing.
No, sorry. No,
it's just... Crosswise. There is no injury.
No.
She was just using it as an example of your body healing.
Sorry.
But your body thinks the sheath on the nerves is a foreign object and it
Just
attacks
nerves.
itself.
Just
And
say
cause-
he's lost, isn't he?
You said
yeah.
sheath, and I'm
So
thinking
think
about
of,
cleaning the sheath.
Yeah, refer
I
to our
mean,
last
just in
episode.
general, your immune system knows to fix things, but for whatever reason, our
It's
immune
attacking the
system
sheath,
tries
covering
to
the nerves,
not
and it
fix
damages
things.
the nerves.
Right.
Yep.
And the nerves could be anywhere.
Yep. Which I've got scarring.
In your arm?
Yeah, so I had a recent relapse, new lesion. That's why I get confused. I think the lesion must be where it's been attacked.
Yeah.
On my C7. That was September last year, first relapse in 15 years, which is pretty good. I'll touch your wood. Is it woody? I'll touch your wood.
Always hard.
But yeah, so that was a bit of a shock. Like after 15 years, you kind of just go, oh, yeah, I'm fine. And then I had a bit of tingling in the back of my neck that I ignored for ages. And I think I kind of knew underneath, but didn't
But
want
so
to admit.
even if you had the tingling and you hadn't have ignored it, there's nothing to do about it though, is there?
Steroids.
Oh, right.
Yeah, like they get
They
you
try
in
and-
and
it slows
try
it
and
up or
reverse
whatever.
it, maybe
Yeah, copy.
change medications. Yeah, so I was lucky it's not the worst thing like this relapse.
Yeah.
But I'm unlucky in the sense that I do have scarring. I've got lesions, spinal cord and brain.
How do they some sort of scan to see
MRI.
that? Yeah, MRI, yeah.
So what's
What's
the treatment is to stop the
Progression of the disease.
Suppression.
Slow it
did you
down.
say? Yeah.
Progression, like
Oh,
slow the
progression,
disease
yeah.
So
down.
the no curing that, like it.
Yep.
So
It's going to continue regardless, and you're just
Yeah.
slowing it
Cactus, regardless, just slowly a cactus instead of a fast cactus.
Yeah, right.
fuck.
Cactuses live forever though. That's about it. Why do we say cactus when someone's dying? You know, you're like, oh, they're cactus.
down. It's a good question.
I don't know.
I feel like cactus is a good plant. I don't ever kill
Because they
them.
become pricks.
They're
I
full
don't
of
know.
pricks.
Full of pricks.
full of pricks.
But yeah, so it's never. They don't have a cure. They don't know what causes it. But I mean, medical. We're only getting better, right? So
Yeah.
even in 15 years, 16 years, there's so much that's happened in that time.
Yeah.
I remember thinking I'll be in a wheelchair by the time I'm 30.
Well, and they've been doing it for ages because I remember, like, they still do the MS readathon. Is that still a thing?
Oh,
Yeah.
fuck. Yeah, I did that.
yeah.
You've been helping me for a long time without knowing.
Yeah.
I
Is
think-
that still a thing?
I
Do
don't
kids
know.
still do
I'm
that?
not sure. Maybe. Be cool if my kids did it at school. That'd be fun.
I don't know if mine have ever done it.
No, I probably
Lazy
didn't do
We
it.
We
I
should have
reckon.
taught them to read, you lazy.
I was
cunt.
about to say, if they could read
Start
it, it'd probably
reading.
help.
But yeah, so it's kind of no cure, no cause, but the medications that are coming out are a lot better.
Is it not it's not like like hereditary, like
No, I
Yeah.
would say no, but then someone told me the other week yes, and I was like, glad you told me that
but Tilly,
after we had our
nobody
child.
fucking knows.
No, yeah.
Yeah.
I was always told no, but I do know a lot of siblings that seem to have it. So,
Would you have not had kids if you knew definitely?
well, I didn't carry the kids because of that. Because a lot of women get diagnosed with MS after pregnancy because of the stress on your body.
Yeah, right.
I was diagnosed after a broken heart, which that's a good story for. That's a fucking great story for the podcast. We'll get back to that.
Well, we're on the podcast.
Yeah, we're on the podcast. So on my podcast that I've just started, the Chronically Unbalanced, I spoke about my.
Hey! We didn't bring you on here to plug. We didn't bring you on here to plug
Just don't
another
want to let
fucking
everyone
podcast.
know
Fuck
this
me.
one sucks. Mine's way
Called
better.
the Chronically Unbalanced. You can
Or
find it.
unchallenged, whatever you
You can
want.
Somewhere.
plug your machine, but not your fucking podcast.
So this is a good one. So when I first got diagnosed, it was after a broken heart. I
Right.
wasn't out at the time, but it was a really weird relationship with this girl. Very emotional, right? She lived in Switzerland with her. She moved over here to Australia. I can't believe I'm saying this on here. Anyway, on our podcast.
Oh, we could probably cut this out.
No, it's,
Don't cut this out.
so I was on our podcast, I was explaining the diagnosis process for me. And it was like, I believe from the stress of a broken heart,
Right.
at the time. Didn't go into details about it because I was like, it doesn't need to be, that was just the point. And I think I said on there, there's a girl, she won't be listening, not in my life anymore. We'll leave it at that.
She was listening.
Oh, mate, was she listening?
Oh, for real.
She's contacted me
Is
and
she
wants
still
to
here in the
chat. And I was
country?
like, I don't. No, she's in Canada. She's from Canada.
All right. I thought
Married
you
with
said she was from
kids.
Switzerland.
We lived in Switzerland together when we were younger. She
Fucking
moved out
hell.
here to live with
What an
my
international
family.
woman of mystery you are.
Well, I know this
Yeah.
was like pre this life. She lived out here to live with my family. It all went south. Friendship went south. I met Megan a couple of years later. And then one night we were out at the country club in Sholey and she came, she was there all over Megan, just so disrespectful. And I was like, get out, leave us alone.
The same bitch from Canada.
Yeah. So she lived in Australia for a while after
That
this.
lovely young lady from Canada
Yeah.
who we don't know.
Yeah. Well, yeah, whatever you want.
Is that what you
And
meant to
then-
say?
Well, fuck. You had to warn me. If I need to bring a filter, I'll bring it.
Yeah,
but I don't have it.
Well,
Don't
we
need
know
a
she's
filter.
going to be listening.
She might not.
Yeah.
Well, that's
She
what you
won't
thought
know how to
last
fuck-
time.
Well, yeah, but I mean, mine's on my
No, we're gonna
I'll
tag
share it.
you.
Okay, yeah, fair. Anyway, so
And probably put a little
She-
Canadian flag next to your name.
just this one's for you. So
Lincoln's from Canada.
are you Canadian?
No,
I was like, that doesn't sound
Oh, fuck,
Canadian.
it's his sister. Sorry,
sister?
Lincoln. She's not a bitch.
He's
Lovely
not.
lady from Canada.
Love, beautiful person from Canada. Where was I up to?
Yeah, so she was
the
all over
point
you
where
and
she
you had
broke
to,
your
Oh, yeah,
heart.
she
and you
came,
had to
saw-
tell her to beat it.
Megan
She-
and I went home to bed, tried to get in bed with us, and I was like, I just said, get the fuck out of my life. I don't want to see you. Like, we're friends kind of at this point still. I was like, no, like this, you're breaking the lines with Megs. It was very much like the ex-girlfriend trying to have power over my current, right? So anyway, so we recorded our episode on let's say the Tuesday. I don't know what day it was. Let's go with the Tuesday. That Saturday night, I was with friends and we're talking about this time. Like, anyway, moment came up about my time in Switzerland and I was like, I just want to know who this family was. I just had a memory that I need to fill the blanks in, right? She's the only person I could contact that would know. Message her, I'm like, hey, like, hope you're doing well. Just want to find this family in Switzerland. Do you remember when we went to St. Gallen with them? Whatever. Anyway, then she wrote back and said, yeah, whatever. And the messages came back over a couple of days. Messages were like exchanged over a couple of days. Checking in, like I was just like, how are you? She had another child, I didn't know. And then the episode was released on like the Tuesday.
So you talked to her before the episode was released?
Yes,
Yeah.
but not, I'd forgotten that I'd mentioned that part in my episode about my health and it was just relating back to that situation,
Yeah,
but
yeah,
I didn't
yeah.
go into it.
So do you think maybe because you contacted her the weekend before, that's prompted her
Yeah,
to do the
copy.
deep
And it was
dive?
not even in my conscience. And then the following Tuesday, and then she was trying to ring me. I was on the beach with Tommy Casher when he got stuck and she's trying to ring me. He was up in the bay doing a thing and I was like, can't talk. And then I realised I was like, oh, shit. Like she's
heard
And then my
thing.
sister's messaging gone, she's sent a screenshot she'd written on the Spotify episode. So someone found out that I loved them. I was never out. I'd never told her. Does that make sense?
Yeah.
So awkward. Then she's messaging me, wants to catch up and chat. And I was like, no.
I don't think so.
Oh, yes, that was a fun one.
Wowza. Well, look-
I wouldn't feel sorry. She gave you MS.
She-
Her
Oh,
fault.
fuck.
Well, that's what I took from
I
that.
tell you what, there are jaws
Yeah,
on the
that's
there
not
are
the part-
jaws on the ground throughout the brewery, ladies and gentlemen.
that was the
Holy
part you weren't
fuck.
supposed to take from it. Basically, the stress of that situation.
Oh,
You can do. Yeah, we'll blame the.
fucking wrap
Listen,
it up
what's her
any
name?
which way
Just
you
so,
like.
so we get the title of the episode's going to be called.
Oh, no.
So and so
I got
gave me
MS from a Canadian.
I got
That's the
MS from a
title.
Canadian. So bad. Hope she never listens.
Well,
to
I'm
this.
sorry she broke your heart. And
I don't think now looking back, it wasn't. It actually wasn't, but it was, and that the stress of that is what brought on my
But
first
I was
flare
about
up.
to
My
say,
first
realistically though, in vaguely in her defence, you don't just you don't catch it. You
No,
had,
it's
you
not
had
your
it.
fault.
No, you
I
had
absolutely
it.
had it,
And
it
at
just
some point,
flared
it
out.
was probably going to express itself.
No one's fault, and that's literally what I was saying. I was just like I
Just
said,
to be clear.
yeah, just to be clear.
This is
Yeah.
great. Now we're going to be classified as a medical podcast.
No, it's also
because we've advised
I
that you
should say-
can't catch MS.
No,
I should say to all our listeners out there, please seek medical advice from your local practitioner and don't take any advice from us.
no, but yeah. So a lot of
Be
women get
careful with
diagnosed
those
from.
Canadians, eh?
Don't go near the Canadians. So a lot of women get diagnosed from stress, right?
Yeah.
It's either like for me, it was an emotional response.
Or
After
pushing a
pregnancy.
human out of your vagina.
That's right.
Yeah.
Pushing one out of your vagina. Why my wife didn't do that, so she didn't get a push present.
At
Oh.
sunroof?
Slack.
Out the sunroof. Go
Yeah,
on.
is that what they say? Caesar.
Well, that's what I say.
Out
Yeah,
of the
mate of
sunroof.
mine says
Yep.
another
I like
mate of mine says
that,
that
natural. So
Yep.
natty or kill patty. So
Kill patty.
Kill Patrick
Yep,
oyster.
it was
And
like
they
this
cut it
big. It's
open.
the smallest thing in the world.
If you've
The
been
scars,
affected
like,
by any of the issues we've raised today,
content,
Which I think
Um,
is just a lovely conversation, you
it
know.
is.
Catch up for a drink. Did you go natty or kill patty?
kill patty.
yeah, I've got
Yep.
a mate that says out through the sunroof.
Yeah.
It was sunroof babies. Yeah, so I didn't carry the girls because the stress on my body. That was the reason why we didn't go down that route.
Can I ask?
Not when she was
You can ask
pregnant or
whatever you want.
since. She's
your
never picked one up.
embryo.
Yeah, that's where we'll get into. So
Yeah.
that sounded very abrupt, didn't it? That's where we'll get
The
to.
reason I ask because it's so fucking hard for gays.
I would carry
Like
one
it's
for
so
you.
confusing.
I don't know
what
how
to do.
often I
Yeah.
say that I would do that. Like,
Yeah.
if I had my own, I would carry a baby for you. Like, I literally wish I could. I've got eggs. You can have my eggs. Anyone. I don't care.
And, mate,
You
eggs are
might
hard to
get
get hold of
MS.
at the moment. avian flu's really been cutting
I'll
into
give you
prices.
whatever you want.
Okay.
I literally, I
Maybe
even
we'll
said to
just
Megan,
start with a carton and see how we go.
see how we go.
Thank you.
I literally-
Anyway, that's all we've
Yeah.
got time for, folks.
Really?
No, you just
I just do it all the time.
He just doesn't want to talk about Monty
hang
and
on.
the
Tell me a
baby.
sad story, and I'll start filming randomly in the middle of it. Sorry that your grandma died, but anyway, keep going.
You got a broken heart and got MS, and here we are. But yeah, that's why we didn't carry. I didn't carry. Megan did.
yeah.
First child is anonymous donor.
Yep.
So if you're out there, I'd really like to know who you are. Anonymous
Might be
donor.
that bloke from up the road.
Could be. Oh, that's an off air.
Cut that out.
Off air. You can leave it in. We know the story.
That's why he's shitty.
That's why he's shitty. Yep. So
Well, you can leave it in. Well, if you did, you wouldn't need it. You wouldn't have needed a donor.
no, yeah, wouldn't need. Yeah, could have
Yeah,
just done
anonymous.
one.
How do you,
Anonymous
what do you
donor.
mean? Do you oh, hang on.
As
I
in
was going-
You can ask whatever
She
you want.
doesn't know who it was. You dumb.
I've got an A4 piece of paper.
No. I mean, you just put a sign outside in a cup and go like,
Who wants to come in here?
anyone? Like we'll be checking this at 9 o'clock in the morning. If this could be full when we come back out.
I think I told you about this. I married some. This is fucking years ago, maybe 4 years ago. I married these girls, and they told me about how, like their honeymoon, they were going to start doing the IVF thing because what they'd been trying wasn't working, and what they tried
Starting to fog up already.
was finding a hot guy whilst shopping at David Jones,
Is that the David Jones an important
convincing
part of the story?
convincing them,
Good story.
convincing him to come in a cup. So they got a coffee cup from fucking
It worked.
Gloria Jeans. No, this is what I'm saying. This didn't work. But
Oh.
they got him to go in the fucking cubicle. They didn't want to get fucked by him, but they got him to come in a cup. And then they did
least
the
they didn't
old
fuck you.
YMCA.
yeah,
only,
why wouldn't you just get into fuck?
only whilst in the Y position, one's upside down. She's pouring the fucking the Gloria Jeans Cum Cup into her
with a small funnel.
into her cuchacha. And then, like, wondering why the miracle of
Didn't
life
work.
is not so miraculous. Anyway, so no, it didn't work. And then they're going to do the IVF thing after the wedding. But they were telling me this in their story.
That was actually for you to say. Oh,
Yeah, it's like great content. Ain't using it in your wedding. Like,
Jesus.
but yeah.
A lot of people do. I've had a couple actually that I married a couple of years ago, and they just did the turkey base. A lot of people do that, and I think it works. We wanted to. I think if you go through Janaea in Newcastle, we did all our IVF through them, but it's all legally bound in, whatever.
Sure.
It's all legal.
Bondage.
Bondage.
Yeah.
It's all bondage with I'm on the birth certificate, Megan is.
Yeah.
Legally, we can't find the donor until the girls are 18. They can get his file.
Yeah.
I think, then it's like all that stuff.
But then at 18, he still had no claim to them as like
Nah, not at
paternity
all.
wise.
Nah.
Like,
If
and
we can
legally
just
and
meet him, which I would love to. I want to raise our
Beat
girls.
him?
Meet him.
Oh, sorry.
So beat him. We can do it now.
He's pretty good at doing it himself.
Yeah,
I think.
He's pretty good at doing it. Yep, he got me 2
Yeah.
babies. But
Oh, same anonymous donor for both.
so same anonymous donor for both. The eldest Sadie is my wife's egg and his spoofies embryo. Spoofies? Did
Yeah.
you say that word? That's a cute word for sperm.
sure.
Spoofies.
No, because I'm an adult. So, so I
Oi,
just
also-
say
Oi,
I say
also,
cums
like
like
the
a normal
cums.
person.
like fuck you are.
Spoofies. And then the second, our youngest, is my egg, the same donor Megan carried.
Oh, that's cool.
Yeah. Go
So
on.
they're both genetically related through the donor, and then one's better looking than the other.
Look at this
The
cocky
baby
bitch. Yeah.
is no, I'm kidding. She sucks actually. Megan's kid's way better.
Holy
They're both
fuck.
my kids.
Well,
We
they
do
won't have to
joke
wait
about it,
18
but
to
we're like,
hear
if
this.
one's
I'm
being
sending it
naughty,
to
we're
them.
like, your
Your
child
kid's
today.
being a real prick today.
Yep, your child. But
Did
yeah.
you sex the semen or did you just
Did we what?
sex the semen as in get it
Wait,
like
wait, we're not in the cattle shoot now.
I don't know.
you can sex it as in
Pick the
like
sex.
pick it's going to be male or female.
Oh no.
No,
I
so-
don't think you can unless I actually don't think you can unless it's
A
like,
medical issue.
medical issue. Yeah, I don't. Yeah, so
Some sort of hereditary male's
yeah,
going to
I've
get
got
a thing.
someone that I know closely. Their family have they can only have boys, and if they have girls, this condition's passed on to them. So they went through IVF and
Sex,
Selectively.
yep, selectively males.
Is that just in Australia? Because I know of a gay guy
Not
that
sure.
he
Got to choose.
got to choose
Overseas?
had a son in America.
Yeah, probably America would let you choose the gender of your child, wouldn't they?
Yeah.
America's a fucking wild west. mate.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, no, I don't think you can. And I didn't care. We never
Yeah.
found out. We found out when they were born. We're like, whatever happens.
Yeah.
Another fucking roller coaster of an episode, isn't
I
it?
know.
Kids, man. It's hard. But I would carry one. Like, I literally say to Megan, I don't know how many times I've said that to her, I would carry baby for Monty.
Well, I don't want to be the reason you end up in a wheelchair.
I know, that's the
and your
thing.
kuchacha split to
I know,
bits.
but I'm like, Megan's always said, if you felt like as a woman you want to carry a child in this life, we would have another child. I do not want 3 kids. There's no way that would happen. But I would do anything.
I'll be
for
clear.
you.
Anybody
Like,
out there with more than 2 kids is a maniac.
psychopath. Like, 2's well and truly enough. But
1.5 too
You can
many.
have eggies, my spoofies. You can have my spoofies.
You're spoofies.
They're cute kid.
Anyway,
How
that's all
long
we've
has
got
it
time
been?
for.
How long has it been since you've had spoofies?
I thought, whoa.
That'd be fucking
Long time.
yeah.
Like,
I don't think they'll
I don't
be
even know
fresh.
if I haven't had much spoofy. Kind of tried to stay away from it when I was young. Megan's got a gold star.
What is it, Jimmy Carr? So what would it take to get you back onto solids?
Don't know. You know,
Sure.
Give,
You
give
got
me the
you need
mic.
the mic.
So, considering you've
And also, folks, we are foreshadowing our next guest.
because you've gone through IVF and you've had 2 kids, right? You don't know if the guy was like a frequent visitor, so you could possibly have like 10 bajillion siblings. Because I'm curious on that.
So they
No,
stop
because
it.
you read these stories all the time of these blokes who are like serial jizz in a cuppers.
Masturbators.
And like they've got 200 kids.
Yes, it's true. It happened overseas.
Yeah.
Well, there's another one where the doctor was doing it. He was
Yeah,
like,
he was
they were coming in and they're like, oh yeah, choose whatever you like. And he's out the back like, oh. And he did.
How
like-
bad?
Yeah, the doctor was like,
that
he was
was
using
it.
his own jizz in like
Yeah.
so many.
It's
Yeah,
on,
yeah.
doco on Netflix about it. No, we can only do 4 families. Our donor's only allowed to do 4 families to fill how many kids you want. So there could still be 16 kids in Newcastle related.
Yeah,
and they
yeah.
go through all that with the, like, they say now, tell your children, which is a bit obvious with 2 mums, but say for a straight couple are using spoofies, you would say you need to,
Can
like,
you
tell
beep
your
out
child.
every time she says spoofies? I don't want that in our podcast.
Spoof. So what would you like me to say? Sperm.
I don't.
Jizz is good.
Jizz. Every time.
I like spunk.
So spunk. Spunk's a good one. You spunk.
It's terrible.
So spunk. I'm going with spunk.
Man,
Yeah, that's the clip.
man marmalade.
So man, every time there's only 4 families per donor. But they do go through it with you in the counselling. They're like, you need to tell your children that they are a donor child because
They don't want to marry their
if
sister.
yeah.
And
but
is it only local? Like, as in,
our guys were local. Yep.
yeah, because it's like, that's a lot. That's 16 kids
I
from
know.
the same.
Yeah.
That, like, you got
He's
to be
in the
careful you
military,
don't
so he
fuck your
might have
cousins.
moved.
Well, that's
Oh, absolutely.
that's a best case scenario.
That's why they tell you to tell your children that, like, back in our parents' era, they probably, if they needed a donor, they wouldn't tell their family or they wouldn't tell the kids. They'd just
No.
be like, I'm the parent, which you are the parent, doesn't
God,
matter.
that is an awkward
Go to the hospital
family
and then,
dinner, isn't it?
yeah, or need blood at the emergency, your parent can't, all the things. So they now say you need to, like, they go through all the counselling with you, but they're like, you need to tell your children, which it's obvious 2 mums, right? They're going to figure it out eventually, but.
Your dad hasn't got a beard. You got 2 mums.
Got 2 mums. I got 2 mums. My child, like, she's wild one, the oldest, in preschool. One day, this girl's like, you can't have 2 mums. I've got 2 mums. So the school went and bought like books on.
Oh, good one.
Yeah, very good one.
Lincoln's giving me the eye over here. Now it is
We
really
have to
time.
finish. Oh,
So
Giving you the eye. What do you want to fuck him? Oh,
Well,
no, different eye. Sorry.
it's pretty cute.
so just in little wrap up, May
50K.
50K. May for 50K. What is it called actually?
May 50K. That's
May 50K. That's
MS
May
Australia.
50K.
that's technical.
May 50K.
Buck Knuckle and I will join the team today.
Yep.
We're going to walk the 50. You're all going to sponsor us,
Yep, we're going to
listeners. That
try
is.
and 50 grand is what we're aiming for. It's a very long shot. Any local
What are we
businesses
up
out
to
there?
at
Yeah,
the moment?
actually, that's a
Not
good
sure.
idea. All of our listeners, if you wouldn't mind throwing some coin down to May
$2.
50K.
That's the fucking point, mate.
Even $2.
Well, I just thought of it because then I
Did
thought
ya?
we only
40 minutes in,
we
it just
only
occurred
ever
to you.
we only ever ask for things once a year normally.
I know.
and it's not Christmas presents. It's
No,
fucking.
well, and we don't ask for things from
It's-
our listeners or people we know.
Yeah.
It's
Love you
normally
guys.
vendors. So anyway, that's the go. That's what we're doing. Do you know what our sign off is?
Let's find the donor.
No.
See you next Tuesday, my friends.
I need a piss, as per usual.